This subject has been going on for a couple of years, but it's not really been addressed online, especially that as how much the generation just changes throughout the years, especially in young people, you would notice a difference in the environment regarding to going to amusement parks or arcades. And then when you compare it from 10 years ago and then 10 years today, you would notice that 10 years ago, there will be a load of amusements doing plush toys and such and proper prizes that are not from China, but actually from a legit plush company. As of today in 2024, I noticed there's a lot of increase of arcades using Chinese items as their prizes. And claw machines have been declining lately, as in my town, there used to be loads of claw machines. Like, for example, the one I went to, Shanklin, had a bunch. It had about 26 or 26, 28 of them. And they've got about 14 of them now. And they removed the giant cranes as well. And then when you go to another location like Sandown, there used to be like multiple giant claw machines. Now they're just empty spaces, just replaced by different arcade machines. And that got me thinking, what happened? What happened here? Why is everything declining regarding to winning plush toys from the claw machine in the UK? In America, their claw machine environment is different because it's easy to win prizes, but the prizes are generic and cheap. Unlike in the UK, winning prizes is more of a challenge, but the plushies and the items are more high quality. And you could say in the UK, 2p machines had high quality keyrings and such, and they now stick with keychains that they get from Alibaba. But I don't mean like the like the high quality ones. It's like these very rubbery textured prizes that they actually go moldy, so they don't last for long term and they could easily be damaged. So it's like, why would you spend couple of coins and pounds to get this keyring out the machine when you could get it for any website for about £1? So it's like you spent £6 on a 2p machine just to win this keyring, but you could have got 6 of those on eBay or on Temu or Alibaba or AliExpress, which kind of defeats the purpose of playing arcade machines in general. Because if I come across to a prize that's like before, when I see a prize that's very unique and it's only exclusive for claw machines and amusements only, I have a reason to accept that challenge and play the machines. But I noticed mostly from the past few years, the claw machine prizes are just filled with stuff from China. Like, you would find toys that don't have labels on, or they have a little white tag on the back of their leg and it just says in bold, made in China. Some of the prizes don't look exactly like the character that they're representing. So for example, when a Chinese company make Squid Game characters, it doesn't look like the actual characters from the actual series. And you could include like Stranger Things and such. I come back to the claw machine community and I noticed not many people, even though not many people at the time did many of these videos, but I've already noticed myself ever since I was a kid that I'm starting to lose interest. And I've already I'm not like fully into claw machines compared to when I was a kid, because I know I've got important things to do other than just, go on a claw machine every weekend. Like, I don't do that. Um, but my mum told me this one day that really changed the way I see things. So I was someone who would win so many plush toys and then they just get thrown to the attic. And mum told me, is this something you really, really want and you really like it? Or is it just going to be another object that you're just going to take it and then just abandon it? Originally, I wanted to win toys so I can do a eBay business, but I was still kind of a bit underage at the time. So what she said was true, because I had loads of plushy toys. I had loads of plush toys, and then they end up just being rejected. Don't get me wrong, I do have plush toys with me, but I don't have this amount a lot compared to years ago, because it was crazy, because they all had to be stored in black bags and they just get shoved in the attic, and it does cause problems, because imagine one day, let's say you wanted to bring a visitor over to your bedroom, but then you don't want to because there's loads of Winnie the Poohs in your bedroom, even though you don't you're not a fan of Winnie the Pooh, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of like you're kind of like got all this stress built up of bags of toys that you just want to get rid of. So that's what I did. I got rid of mostly my toys on eBay. I made about £500 from all of this. Mostly the plushies were brand new and they still had their labels attached. But I never felt so relieved when I sold them. And don't get me wrong, I had a few bit of ups and downs with it, such as I was paid very low from what I'm selling, because I used to sell a plush toy that was worth about £30 and I only got £5 for it, because no one wanted to bid furthermore onto it. And then you have customers who would just win the bid, like win the auction, but they refuse to pay for some reason, and then they just take so long to the point that they're not paying for it, so have to put it back into auction. But then as time has changed, not only that I've just drifted away from claw machines in general, but I've noticed that they're been slowly declining, because there's loads of Chinese bootlegs, when years ago they would get plushies and prizes for machines which are only exclusive for amusement purposes. Like, you cannot buy this in the shop. You can't buy this on like Amazon or such. These are only restricted to amusement plushies only. And these plushies were very high quality because the labels had unique codes of the actual plushie, and it had like a proper trademark and such. It wasn't just like a Chinese bootleg where it has no tags or anything, and the plushie looks a bit rushed, like the character doesn't look exactly like on the show or such, because the jaw is too big or the ears are too small or such. And I'm noticing all the giant claw machines in my location have been either removed or replaced with an upgraded version, which is technically much smaller. And again, when you see those giant claw machines today, you would notice that these prizes even have bootlegs, Chinese bootlegs in there. It's kind of pointless playing machines, like grinding, putting all that money in and like put £5, £10, £20 in over a plush toy that you could get from China for about £4. Like, you put £20 in, you finally won this toy, but in reality, if you didn't play the claw machine, you spent £20, you would have got 5 of those, which is like, that's how I think about it. But it's nothing wrong, just have some fun and such. It's just, as I said before, that really changed the way I see things, Is it something you really, 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 really like? If this plush toy is something you really, really, really like, you have something in common with, just go for it. Give it a go. But if you're trying to win plush toys that you don't really have any sort of passion, you're just gonna win it and then probably just dump it in a black bag or some storage or in the attic, let's say, it's absolutely pointless. But you can turn it around if you have an eBay account, so you could sell it on eBay. But you have to remember you have to be over 18 and such. And yes. And you're not really guaranteed to make loads of profits on eBay for doing all of this. You're probably only getting about a £5 profit, but at least it can somewhat rank up your profile with those customer reviews. But yeah, that was my ramble of claw machines in the UK as of 2024, with a little bit of the USA's claw machines.